The middle class sees this, points to handcuffs when they hear the word debt. They see obligation. They see stress. They see a monthly payment they can't afford. The 1% sees this holds up gold bar as the result of debt. In the last 50 years, almost every single billionaire, from Musk to Malone to Trump, has used the same tool to build their empire. It wasn't savings. It wasn't a 401. It was good debt. If you are striving to be debt-free, you are playing a game that was designed to keep you poor. You are saving currency that is being debased while avoiding the one tool that allows you to profit from that debasement. Today, we are going to deconstruct the debt sovereign blueprint. We are going to learn how to borrow like a bank, hedge like a hedge fund, and use OPM, other people's money, to buy your freedom. Let's design. Well, welcome back. I'm Ben. Let's deconstruct the morality of debt. Society teaches you that debt is a moral failing. The borrower is slave to the lender. That is true for consumer debt, bad debt. If you borrow to consume, you are a slave to the past. You are paying for yesterday's pleasure with tomorrow's labor. But for the architect, debt is kinetic energy. It is the ability to pull future productivity into the present. When a company like Apple borrows $10 billion to buy back stock, are they stupid? No. They are using capital structure arbitrage. They know their cash is better spent elsewhere, and the cost of debt is cheap. You are the CEO of your own life. You need to stop thinking like a consumer and start thinking like a CFO. Today, we cover inflation arbitrage, tax velocity, and the carry trade. This is not financial advice. This is financial engineering. Why is a 30-year fixed mortgage the greatest asset in the world? Because it allows you to short the dollar. Let's do the math. You borrow $1 million at 6%. The inflation rate, real monetary debasement, is 8 to 12%. Every year, the purchasing power of the dollar drops by 10%. But your debt payment is fixed in nominal terms. In year 1, you pay the bank with hard dollars. In year 20, you pay the bank with soft dollars, money that buys a loaf of bread. You are paying back the loan with depreciated currency, while the asset you bought, the apartment complex, reprices upwards with inflation. The bank is losing purchasing power. You are gaining equity. You are literally transferring wealth from the lender to the borrower simply by waiting. Now, let's look at the IRS. The tax code is written to incentivize debt. Rule number 1. Debt proceeds are tax-free. If I sell a property for a $100,000 profit, I pay tax. If I refinance a property and pull out $100,000 cash, I pay $0 tax. Why? Because a loan is not income. It is a liability. Rule number 2. Interest is deductible. When you use good debt, the interest payment reduces your taxable income. So, you have an asset that puts cash in your pocket, rent. But on paper, you show a loss. Depreciation plus interest. You live rich, but you look poor to the IRS. That is the definition of a tax shield. The architect doesn't care about cash-on-cash return. He cares about velocity of money. How fast can I get my initial capital back? The BRRR strategy. Buy a distressed asset with a bridge loan. Rehab it to force appreciation. Rent it to stabilize cash flow. Refinance into a long-term loan. Repeat. When you refinance, you pull your original down payment out. If I have $0 left in the deal, and I still own it, and it still pays me, my ROI is infinite. This is how you scale. You recycle the same $50,000 to buy 10 houses. The saver needs $500,000 to buy 10 houses. So how do billionaires pay for their yachts? They don't sell stock. They use SBLOCs, securities-backed lines of credit. If you have $10 million in a portfolio, Banks will lend you $7 million at a very low floating rate, SOFR plus spread. You use that line of credit to buy your toys or pay for your lifestyle. Why? No capital gains tax. You didn't sell the stock. Stay invested. Your stock keeps growing at 8 to 10%, while your loan cost is 5 to 6%. You are making positive spread, the carry trade, even while you spend money. This is buy, borrow, die. You borrow against assets until you die. Then your estate settles the debt tax-free. Is this risky? Yes, if you are stupid. How do we de-risk leverage? Liquidity reserves. An architect never runs out of cash. You keep 6 months of debt service in a separate account. This is your oxygen mask. Long-term fixed rates. We avoid variable rates on core assets. We lock in 30-year debt so inflation can't hurt us. DSCR. Debt service coverage ratio. We only buy assets that yield 1.25x the debt payment. The asset must pay for itself and provide a buffer. Good debt is only good if you can service it during a storm. Don't be over-leveraged. Be appropriately leveraged. The system is designed to strip wealth from savers and give it to borrowers. You can complain about the system, or you can learn the rules. Stop fearing the tool. Master the tool. If you want the debt service calculator we use to stress test our deals before we buy, subscribe to Wealth Architect. We are building a community of owners. I'm Ben. Let's start designing.